I am excited. Hey, what's up, you guys? In today's video, we are going to be doing a villains, or actually, take two. We're going to be doing a villain. Oh my god, I said it again. We're going to be doing the MCU villains tier list. Yeah, and I am so excited. Really want to do this, and I think it's going to be extremely fun. As you can see, I got Spider-Man right there. Fucking Miles Morales. There, this long one. Has a bunch of superheroes and supervillains on there. So I'm a big Marvel fan, just actually big comic books fan, movies, everything. I'm a big fan of all of it. So I am very excited to get into this. Right off the bat, you should know Thanos right here, S tier. I don't care what anyone says. He's the GOAT. You know what I mean? Like, in terms of MCU villains, he's just here. Everything that happened in those two movies was perfectly executed. Who they casted for him was amazing. What he did it in the first Infinity War, where he just wiped everything. I mean, you know, if you read the comics, you knew that was going to happen. But just seeing it in live action and feeling it and having to wait a whole year to see the next installment, just... I'm not going to be doing these in any particular order. I'm just going to be kind of going off randomly, whatever I see next. And right here, I think this is from Ant-Man. I'm going to put him D tier because I don't really remember him that much. I think it's Ant-Man. I'm pretty sure it's the second one. Yeah, Yellow Jacket. Yellow Jacket was a bit better. I say he's C tier. He didn't really do too many things that are memorable. I did like the last fight scene, so that's why I'll put him in C and not D. I did like that whole last fight scene, and I liked when he screamed. I remember there was a part where he screamed. He was like, "You think you're better than me," or something like that. He had a lot of emotion in it, so I remember that sticking out to me. But other than that, he's gonna go in C for me. Yeah, we're just gonna put this right here in D and just not even talk about it. Next one, we're gonna go Hela. Oh my god, 100% S tier. They literally had to fulfill the prophecy of Ragnarok in order to destroy her. Otherwise, it just wasn't gonna happen. She was too powerful. That's why she was locked up. There's not much more need to be said. I mean, she freaking shot freaking throwing knives out of her freaking wrist. I mean, you can't get much cooler than that. And then Mr. Hammerhead over here, I'm going to put C. The reason I'm going to put him in C is because the actor that they did choose for him had a lot of dialogue, and you know, he talked really fast, but that's really all I remember from him for. I mean, mainly it was this guy right here. It was Whiplash. Whiplash, I say, was B, because these two are in the same movie, if I remember correctly. These are in the same movie. Whiplash had a really good beginning, like really good. I liked him. The story was all there. When he was on the racetrack, that whole scene was sick, but towards the end, it kind of just pitter-pattered and fell off. So that's why for me, I'm gonna put him in B. I think they could have just flushed him out a lot better and utilized him a lot better, and he would have been a really good character. And then Ghost. This was Ant-Man 2. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna have to put her in D because he was also an Ant-Man. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember him in anything else, so he's definitely D. Yeah, I'm gonna put D. All I remember is she phased through things, and I don't even remember what her real motive was. I think it was just that this things got done to her as a kid or something. I don't know. Anyways, Killmonger, goated. No question about it. No question about it. He's absolutely goated. The whole Black Panther movie is just goated in general. Beautiful. Nothing more said. Now we're gonna go Red Skull. I'm gonna put Red Skull. He's between these two for me. I remember him being a very good character, and he's good in the comics as well. I'm going to put B, but I'm going to put him in front of Whiplash. I like the actor they chose for him and everything like that. But I do remember Captain America just kind of being... It was good. Don't get me wrong. It was definitely good. But there was just something... I just felt like I wanted more from it. And that's kind of how I feel from Red Skull. I just wanted a little bit more. But overall, he's a good character. I'm going to put him in D. I'm pretty sure he is from Captain Marvel. I don't even remember what his motive was. Now, Ego. I personally liked Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I know a lot of people are like, oh, it was an L, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't as good as the first one. I get that. I get all that stuff. But at the same time, he is a literal god. Like, he actually was a god, and... I did like who they casted for him. I did like the whole last fight scene. So for me, I might put him B, actually. I would say he's a B plus. That's what I would say. He's a B plus. He's not quite A, but he's a B plus. Oh no, this guy was from Iron Man 2, right? I think. Pretty sure. This guy was Iron Man 3. Yeah, this was Iron Man 3, and this one was Iron Man 2. I don't know, man. Iron Man 2 and Iron Man 3, they're kind of a blur. I remember like big fight scenes from them, but other than that, they're kind of just I'm gonna put him D tier. And again, the only reason why I have him C is because he had good dialogue, in my opinion, and he had like kind of good banter, and he was a little funny. That's all I really remember from him. Now, Abomination. As much as Incredible Hulk gets hated on, that whole last fight scene was pretty epic. And just for that fight scene, I'm going to put him in C. But other than that, him being actually Abomination wasn't until the end. So really all you can judge him on is that whole last fight scene, which in my opinion was a banger. So I'm going to put him in C. I think that's a good spot for him. I'm definitely going to put him in the front of C. So he's like more of a C+. Okay, Vulture. For me, he's not quite S. He's like an A+. But oh my god, who they casted for him. Just Homecoming in general was a great movie, and he made that movie 10 times better. Just his overall acting, and he was very menacing and everything like that. I don't know if he's quite S tier. I wouldn't be opposed to putting him S tier, but I think he's more of a B+. And I do think that if they ever do a Sinister Six, he could definitely be S tier. Now, Ronan in the first Guardians of the Galaxy, is goated. Him as an overall character wasn't really anything like stand out. You know what I mean? Like, he kind of just took orders the whole movie. He didn't really talk too much, and he got beat but in a dance off. So I'm gonna put him in C. He's more of like a C- in my opinion. That's why he's at the end, and he's, But actually, I would put him in front of Mr. Hammer over here. But yeah, I think that's a good spot for him. Now we're gonna go Ultron. Could have been who they casted for him, and everything beautiful. The way his looked, the way they advertised the movie when it was first coming out, looked amazing. But it just fell flat. The weakest Avenger movies for sure. I'll put him in B just because of who they casted for him and his overall strength. But the movie in general and him in that just kind of fell flat. I think he could have been S tier, 100%. I think he could have been S tier. They had a different director and they went in a different direction, but it is what it is. Now, Zemo for me is S tier, 100% S tier. He literally got the whole Avengers to break up and fight each other, all revolving around Tony Stark's parents being killed by the Winter Soldier. Great plot line, great everything. They executed it to a T. They introduced like 3 or 4 characters in that movie. That was their first debut. That movie was a smack out of the park. He was a big part of that. Great villain, and he doesn't even have any superpowers, and he was really great in Falcon and the Winter Soldier as well. So he's definitely S tier in my opinion. Now, Winter Soldier, we're gonna put him A. The reason we're gonna put him A is because one, he is a really good villain, but he becomes good again. You know what I mean? If you look at him just from Winter Soldier though, he is kind of S tier because he's freaking goated as well. But I think I'm gonna say he's A+, and I'm gonna put him in front of Vulture. But I'm not opposed to him being an S tier. And let me know down in the comments in any of this whether you agree or disagree. And then Dormammu. I think he's a cool presence in the MCU, but in the MCU itself, he was only in there for 5 minutes. But Doctor Strange technically did fight him for a very long time. He's very powerful. I'll give him an A or a C+. That's what I'll do. I'll give him a C+. Yeah, not much more said. Loki, 100% S tier. Even though he is kind of like the Winter Soldier, where he kind of has his own redemption story and all that stuff. And the new Loki series is coming out, which looks like a banger as well. He's 100% S tier. So with that being said, great character. He's been in the MCU, feels like forever. I think that's a good spot for him. The first villain from the first Iron Man, I'd say he's B, lower end of B, but definitely in front of Whiplash. He was good for that first movie. Great MCU villain for that first movie. If you're looking at subjectively just that one, great villain. But in the grand scheme of things, he's fallen down that list. So I think B's a good spot. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. He is from Doctor Strange. He was cool, but he wasn't really in the movie that much. I'll put him in front of Hammer, but not in front of Ronan either. Alright, you guys, that is my villains tier list for the MCU. If you guys enjoyed this type of content, let me know by dropping a like and leaving a comment if you disagree or agree, or you would just make some minor tweaks to it. Let me know. I want to have a conversation. I love these type of things. I think there's a lot of these characters that could go above and below each other, and not necessarily one's better than the other, and like saying D or C tier, whatever. Those are a lot really debatable. But for me, the S tier, Thanos, I think he's number one. And then after that, it can kind of go Killmonger, Hela, Zemo. You know what I mean? So anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Yeah, until next time. Peace.
See you later, guys. Bye.